Your mind is the most powerful tool you will ever own. It has the ability to create dreams, build empires, and unlock your potential. But it can also destroy you if you let it wander, if you let it run wild, if you let it control you instead of you controlling it. That's why the secret to success, peace, and strength begins with one simple truth: discipline your mind. Most people live as prisoners of their thoughts. They allow fear, doubt, and negativity to dictate their choices. They allow every distraction to pull them away from their purpose. They allow excuses to paralyze them. Then the undisciplined mind is like an untamed wild horse. Powerful, but dangerous. But when you discipline your mind, it becomes a tool of precision, a weapon of strength, a guide toward greatness. Think about it. Every action you take begins as a thought. Every success, every failure, every achievement, every mistake, they all start in the mind. If you want to change your life, you must first discipline your thoughts. So what does it mean to discipline your mind? It means teaching your mind where to go instead of letting it wander anywhere. It means focusing on what matters and refusing to give energy to what doesn't. It means rejecting excuses, silencing negativity, and training yourself to think in a way that serves your future, not destroys it. The first step to disciplining your mind is awareness. You can't control what you don't notice. Most people have no idea how negative their thoughts are because they don't pay attention. Start listening to yourself. Notice when you say, "I can't," or "I'll never." Notice when fear is louder than courage. Awareness is the foundation of discipline. The second step is control. Just because a thought enters your mind doesn't mean you have to accept it. You are not your thoughts. You are the master of your thoughts. When a negative thought appears, challenge it. Replace "I can't" with "I can learn." Replace "I'll fail" with "I'll try," and "I'll grow." Control is about redirecting your mind instead of being dragged by it. The third step is focus. Discipline is the art of focus. In a world full of noise and distraction, the disciplined mind chooses one path and stays on it. Multitasking, endless scrolling, constant switching, these are enemies of discipline. Train your mind to do one thing with full attention. That's how progress is built. And the fourth step is resilience. Even a disciplined mind will face doubt, fear, and temptation. The difference is, the disciplined mind doesn't surrender. It acknowledges fear, but doesn't bow to it. It acknowledges struggle, but doesn't stop for it. Resilience is the muscle that keeps the mind strong when life gets heavy. Let me tell you a story. There was once a man who wanted to climb a mountain. Every step, his mind screamed at him to quit. It told him he was too tired, too weak, that the summit was too far. But instead of listening, he disciplined his mind to focus only on the next step. He didn't think about how high the mountain was, just the step in front of him. And step by step, he reached the top. That is the power of a disciplined mind. It doesn't let the size of the challenge break it. It focuses on what it can do right now. Now let us go deeper into how disciplining your mind transforms not only your success, but your entire life. First, discipline creates clarity. An undisciplined mind is scattered. It jumps from thought to thought, from worry to worry, from distraction to distraction. But a disciplined mind is calm and clear. It knows what matters and ignores the rest. With clarity, you stop wasting energy and start directing it where it counts. Second, discipline creates confidence. Fear whispers lies, doubt screams limitations. But when you discipline your mind, you silence those voices. You build a mindset that says, "I may not know everything, but I will figure it out. I may stumble, but I will rise." Confidence is not pretending you're perfect. Confidence is disciplining your mind to focus on your strengths and possibilities instead of your weaknesses. Third, discipline creates freedom. Most people think freedom means doing whatever you feel like. That's not freedom. That's slavery to impulse. True freedom is being in control of yourself, not controlled by urges, distractions, or emotions. When your mind is disciplined, you are free to choose, free to focus, free to create the life you want. So how do you practice disciplining your mind every day? Start your mornings with intention. Don't wake up and dive into chaos. Take time to set your mindset. Whether it's affirmations, journaling, meditation, or planning, start your day by disciplining your thoughts. Guard your input. Your mind is shaped by what you feed it. If you constantly consume negativity, gossip, and junk, your mind will reflect it. Discipline means choosing what you allow in. Read, listen, and watch things that build you, not break you. Train your focus. Practice doing one thing at a time. Give it your full attention. Build the muscle of concentration. Even 30 minutes of deep focus every day will transform your results. Control your self-talk. Replace criticism with encouragement. Replace fear with faith. Replace doubt with determination. Train your inner voice to be your ally, not your enemy. Your mind will try to protect you from pain, from struggle, from effort. But discipline means leaning into discomfort, knowing that growth lies on the other side. Each time you do what's hard instead of what's easy, you strengthen your mind. Let me share another story. A soldier once said, "Discipline is remembering what you want. That's the secret." When your mind wants to quit, discipline reminds you why you started. When your mind wants to rest, discipline reminds you of your goal. When your mind wants to complain, discipline reminds you of your strength. So remember this: discipline is not punishment. It is power. It is the ability to train your mind to think, focus, and act in alignment with your purpose. It is the ability to reject distractions and embrace direction. It is the ability to take control of your thoughts so they serve you, not sabotage you. Your future will not be built by chance. It will be built by the discipline of your mind. Train it daily, guard it fiercely, direct it wisely, and your life will rise to match the strength of your thoughts. If this message inspired you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more motivational content. Discipline your mind, and your mind will discipline your life.